Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to teach you about clip path. I'm doing this on a demand of one of my subscribers who wanted an explanation for this, and even I thought yes, that this does deserve an explanation. So clip path is simply like we manipulate a paper. Like we can fold it to whatever our demands are. Suppose we need a diamond shape, we can simply fold a paper according to it. In the same way, here we are folding, or you can say cutting the div as per the required arguments. Such as here, clip path is used to create a circle out of obviously a square or rectangular div. You can see that how the text is still considering it to be a rectangle, but it is a circle because it just looks like a circle, but it still has the actual shape. Same you can see here. Clip path is mostly used to create some, you can say, vivid shapes which are difficult to make in other ways. Like circle can be made in other ways also. You can simply use border radius, but such as in some of my videos from the daily target series, I had to create triangles or such shapes which cannot be that easily obtained by any other method. As you can see here, they have created a diamond shape just using clip path. Also, there are some even complex ones such as this one, which looks like a door. So clip path simply works just on this coordinate graph. Suppose this is a div. You can see each of them as the percentage. So 1 represents 10%, 2 represents 20%, and so on. So suppose we want a diamond shape. So first of all, we know we have to begin with the center, obviously. Center of all the sides of this div. So here you can see what the coordinates are. 0 because x coordinate always comes first, and this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. So we will write 0 space 50%. So this corner would be selected. Next we want to move here, which is 100% for the y, although it is inverted right now. Like this is the graph for the first quadrant, but we mostly consider it as the fourth quadrant whenever working with divs. But you can still see it is the same thing because we are creating a diamond here. So this has been selected. Next we'll go 100% space 50%. Wait, sorry. I had to say 50% because x comes first. So 50%, and it's 100% on the y-axis. So 100%. Now it has become a line but would still not appear on the screen because obviously line has no use to be appeared there. We are creating a shape, not a single line. So the next step would be to go to the next corner or the next vertex. So as you can see, it is 100% on the x-axis, and on the y-axis you can see it is at 5. So 100% space 50% would create a triangle. I can even show you in CodePen. Start coding. So suppose we create a div here. We give it some sizes, arbitrary sizes such as I would give 100 pixel, and height again 100 pixel, and would give it a background black. And I'll also go to body just to bring it in the center. So display grid, then comes place. items center, and the height is 100 VH. I've created a video on VH, etc., all the units that we use in CSS. So suppose we want to create a diamond now. So clip path, polygon. Now just picturize this div here. So as I told first, 0 space 50% would be where we begin. There is no rule that we have to begin from that side only. We can take any vertex. So as you can see, it has disappeared, right? So now if I put comma, it would appear just because this command would not be implemented for that time. Now the next I said was 100% and 50%, like 50 and 100 on respective sides. So 50% space 100%. It'll still disappear because it's a line and line cannot be shown by this property. Now we would be going to the next vertex, which is 100% and 50%. 100% obviously on the x-axis. So 100% and 50%. Now you'll see a triangle, as you can see here. And now if I go to the next one, which would obviously be 50% and 0. Now it will show a diamond. So it works on percentages, but you can use this graph to create a rough image in your brain. So just let me show you one place where I used it in the daily targets. So let's go to view our targets. Like you can see this one. I created this structure using only polygon command, clip path polygon. You can see how I was seeing this. I saw it as a 5x5 grid. So obviously each grid is represented by 20% and 20%. So I used 0, 0 to begin from this corner. Then I went to 0 and 80%. As you can see, 0 on the x-axis, 80 on the y-axis. So till here, the next thing I had to do was go here. So only x-axis value will increase. So I did this. Then y-axis has to decrease to take it upward. Like this. You need practice to learn properly about it because it isn't something that is just theory and you'll just listen and understand. You'll have to use it multiple times to understand it. Honestly, I never got a theory explanation of all this. I just saw it somewhere, started practicing, and I became good at it. That's the only best way to learn such things. Like, we can go even further. Suppose you want to create a house-like structure. Just suppose. So, we can now go to 0, 100%, 100%, 100%. Next, we'll go to 100%, 50%. Now we'll go to, suppose, 0 and 50%. So it will create a house-like structure. Wait. Okay, my bad. So this corner is 0, 50. This is 0, 100. This is 100, 100. Then comes, as this is on the x-axis, so 150. Then I didn't have to write 0, 50. I had to write 50, 0. Now you can see it as a house-like structure. Like this, you can create innumerable amount of shapes. Like even if we see here in the CSS battle alone, like this was done using polygon quite much. And you can see so many others. Like, this is just the ones I've attempted. Most probably, these are those. Like, so many are on this single website only. So you can simply see how many more would be easily seen. I don't know why it isn't loading anymore. You can see this one also. This is done by Polygon. This can be done. Even this can be done. You just need to have an understanding of this. Just a coordinate graph of the fourth quadrant. I wasn't able to find the fourth quadrant one. So I represented it using first quadrant only because it is just inverted form. Or let me find one. Fourth quadrant Cartesian plane. Yeah, here is one. So if we go to open image in new tab, you can see how this is. So this is the exact representation that is used whenever using clip path. And these are the most of the types that are used in clip path. Like none means no change. SVG means that it will carve the div according to that particular SVG, which is scalable vector graphics, and just change its shape. And so many things. Like mostly whenever using CSS battle websites, etc., we use these only: inset, circle, ellipse, polygon, path. Ellipse and circle are quite much the same thing. The only thing is ellipse can have more value for the x-axis and less for y-axis, or vice versa, but circle has to have the same values for the x and y. And there are so many other things. Like, it is not a small topic that could be covered in a single video. If it is, then it would create a really long video, which I wouldn't like to create because it would more be like a time waste because I'm not that experienced with all these things. So hope you understand what I have taught. You can ask if there are any doubts in the comments. So thanks for watching the video. Hope to see you in the next one. Till then, bye.